Android Q Beta 3 is here! This version has several new updates, including dark theme and Gestural Navigation. Let's dive in. Beta 3 adds a system setting to switch apps on a device to use a dark theme. Having a dark theme isn't just aesthetic. On some devices, it can extend battery life. Therefore, when users switch to battery saver mode, the dark theme will automatically be used on Pixel and selected OEM devices. To customize your app's dark theme, extend your app theme from theme.appcompat.daynight or material components. From there, you enable the feature by calling appcompatdelegate.setDefaultNight The recommended values for this are light, night no, dark, night yes, use system default, night follow system. Keep in mind that the passed-in value is not persisted, so you need to set it each time your app becomes visible. You will also need to update your themes, styles, and layouts so that users can seamlessly switch between your app's light and dark themes. Using material design components makes this especially easy because its color theme system provides easy access to well-defined colors. Android Q also introduces Gestural Navigation, allowing you to perform sliding motions to both navigate back one screen and return to the home screen. Gestural Navigation provides a system-wide, edge-to-edge experience, and this means your apps can use more of the device's screen. On Beta 3, a swipe up shows the home screen, and a horizontal edge swipe will now take you back to the previous app. If your app relies on similar gestures, users may accidentally trigger the system gestures and alter the intended experience of your app. For example, a horizontal edge swipe by default takes you back to the previous app. If you encounter this sort of conflict, use gesture exclusion rectangles to override system gestures within particular areas along device edges. When users perform a gesture inside of these rectangles, the gesture will trigger an action in your app instead of the typical system action. Although gesture exclusion rectangles give you flexibility in updating your app's experience, you should keep the following best practices in mind. Avoid vertical swipes near the system navigation elements because this gesture will always be a way for users to exit the app. We also don't recommend creating a gesture exclusion zone that covers the entire edge of the screen, which the system recognizes as a back action. To enhance user privacy, Android has created a sandbox view of external storage that apps targeting Android Q use by default. Your app can access the files that it creates on external storage, but access to other apps' files through runtime permissions is limited to common media types such as photos and music. To access other files, your app can request that the user give permission to access a particular file or directory by using either the Action Open Document or Action Open Document Tree intent. To help you respond to your contacts questions more efficiently, Android Q introduces Smart Actions. Smart Actions can now automatically suggest actions and responses to conversations. For example, in this notification, the system suggests replies to the message, and since the message contains an address, it includes a button to navigate to that address. The system provides several suggestions for you, so you don't need to implement this functionality from scratch in your app. You can analyze a list of messages to see if there are any actions associated with it using the Suggest Conversation Actions API. Pass in conversation text, and the API will provide a list of suggestions corresponding to possible actions. It will also generate a list of possible replies, but for now, this reply feature is only supported in English. We've also added an ability to detect languages in a piece of text. Developers can use the Detect Language feature of the Text Classifier class to pass in text and see what language it is in. Enough of me talking, go try it for yourself! Follow the link in the description to install Android Q Beta, which is now available on more than 15 devices. Release notes and support resources can be found on the Android Q Beta developer site. Let us know how you like Android Q by leaving us feedback. Your feedback is important to us in building a platform for everyone. Happy coding!